Hello, my fabulous leaders. I am so pumped coming back from convention and getting started in our leaders retreat season. This is one of my favorite seasons, not just because of leaders retreat and the amazing event it is, but because this is like massive growth time. We have a new product, we have a better product, and it is going to blow your businesses out of the water if you capitalize on that. So you all are here because you want to go to Leaders Retreat. And we're going to talk about Leaders Retreat and how to get there. So I want you guys to know, though, you are in here to be pushed, to be challenged. It is not okay just to go to Leaders Retreat. Every one of you can go to Leaders Retreat. But I truly believe every one of you can go beyond Leaders Retreat. I want you to push yourselves and really grow yourself these next 3 months. So let's look at the basics. Now, we've talked a lot about this before, but now that we actually have a contest, we can put our plan to action, and that's what we're going to do. So you'll see here that the contest is a little different than what we talked about. The contest actually ends 2 weeks earlier than it has in the past. The contest is only June 1st through August 31st, 13 full weeks. There's about 3 days more than 13 weeks, but we're going to say 13 weeks. So we really, really, really need to get our plan and start executing it if we want to get there. We don't want to just wait and say, oh, well, I'll try to go. I'll try to get this, because then towards the end of the contest, we're like hustling, like, oh my gosh, I didn't really plan, and crap, now I'm not going because I should have worked harder in the beginning. Work smarter, you guys, not harder. Work smarter. Here's how you work smarter. You've got 3 basic ways you earn credits, and we talked about this before, but we're going to hit it again. You've got this blue arrow in which you earn credits on your new ambassadors, levels 1 through 4. Why is this the key? This is the key component of every convention, leaders retreat, you name it, contest. Why? Because you may get to leaders retreat on your own. You can earn leaders retreat just by getting 2,500 PV. That's great, but really that's not growing your team. That's not becoming a leader. That's focused on you and you alone. You want to be a leader, you want to go to leaders retreat, you've got to push yourself out of your comfort zone. You've got to grow your team. You've got to focus. Who else on your team would you love to go to leaders retreat with? I'm telling you, I've been twice. It is so much more fun with friends and team members than it is going by yourself. So we're going to challenge each other to go to grow your teams. I want you right now to think about where you're at right now rank-wise. Do not attend Leaders Retreat at the same rank. Commit right now. The end of August, I will be a different rank. Commit it. Write it down. If you're going to rank once, that's awesome. I challenge you to rank twice, depending on where you're at. I know there are some of you in here that can make that happen. I want you to challenge yourself and challenge your team. Focus on your runners. Now, remember, these are with a welcome pack. So your people must sign up with welcome packs. The green arrow, now last year these were only worth 5 points. This year they're worth 10. And this is for a new retail or preferred customer. And now this is huge, you guys, because we've got a new product that is one of my favorites already. And we have a better block. That's another amazing new product in a sense. But you guys, listen to this. You sign somebody up as a new customer today. They love their products. They start to think, I wonder if I could do this opportunity. You sign them up. You now get credits for them as a customer and an ambassador. How amazing is that? So don't discount your customers, you guys. Don't just focus on the ambassadors. Focus on the customers, because you can then bring those people in as an ambassador later on. And also, I want you to look at your PV. As always, you should be aiming 500 PV and above. Always be aiming for 500 PV and above anyways, regardless of if there's a contest or not. So these are the 3 things we're going to look at. Now, we all know that these are how you get credits, but here's where the beauty comes in. You know, I teach math. I'm a numbers person. I've got to look at the logistics. You've got to make a plan now, because come the end of August, I don't want any of you frantically trying to hurry up because you are missing it by a few people and you could have made it. Now here are the prizes, and here's this red circle. Why is this here? Because I believe every one of you can qualify. That's easy. You're in this challenge group because you want to be challenged. I'm going to challenge you right now. I'm kicking you out of your comfort zone. I want you all of you, to aim for this red circle. I believe every one of you can do it. If you decide right now, draw your line in the sand, you're coming home from convention, you've got some great tools. Even if you weren't at convention, you've got people that were, that are going to give you the tools that they learned. No excuses, you guys. Aim for that red circle. Every one of you can be here. Now, if you're one of those people that has the 2500 PV and you easily are going to get the 900 credits just by your PV, don't be aiming for this red circle. You should be aiming above. You should be aiming for this shopping spree. You should be aiming for the celebrity chef tasting. Now, if you're one of those people that's not getting 2500 PV, that doesn't mean you limit your expectations. Our convention was about dreaming big. You set your mind to doing it, you will do it. You want this shopping spree? Do it. You can. So how does this work? A lot of you know that this is for you and a guest, whether it's your spouse or not. You qualify to the Gaylord Texan, which I've never been, but I saw pictures and it's beautiful. Plexus is paying for your hotel stay. Who would not love, I mean, 150 plus 750, that's $900 right there. I would love some extra cash to do some fun stuff. So here, let's make an action plan. It's June. It's already the middle. So almost 3 weeks have gone by. That means we have about 10 weeks left to get our plan into action. So I said we had 13, but remember that started June 1st. So we've lost some time. That's why I was saying we need to really get started. You want to look at your PV each month. Now, these are projections. Let's say you're about 500 PV every month, and you're going to get 3 customers, and you're going to grow your team by 3. That's 135 points for the month of June. Okay? So let's say those 3 new customers, they stay on. So now in July, you have about 700 PV. This is just hypothetical, you guys. You find 2 more customers. And those 3 people that you signed in June now went silver and found 3 people that they know. There's 9 more people. So you can see you're adding to your team. You're growing. Hopefully you're ranking. That's 180 points for July. And I want you to see this. This is a beautiful thing. August. Your customers have grown. You have 1,000 PV now. Now, instead of 75 credits for the contest, you now bump up to the 150 credit mark. That doubled your credits. That's huge right there. You found 3 more customers, but look at this. Look at this exponential growth. This is the power of 3, you guys. You signed 3 in June. You went silver yourself. You helped make them go silver. That grew your team by 9. They duplicated down, and look, 27 people. That's 270 credits just right there in growing your team. That's why I said that's the most powerful aspect of this contest. So total, if you add up all the months, you have 765 credits. You are going to Leaders Retreat. But I told you I was going to challenge you. So let's look at some detailed plans, because it's great to have like a big picture plan. That's what I like to do. I like to look at my goal. My goal is the shopping spree, and I like to break it down by month. I look at my PV, and I kind of think, okay, hypothetically, what do I think I can do? Where am I going to stretch myself? And then I look at like how many credits, you know, and figure that out, because you want to shoot for the moon, but at the same time you do want to be a little realistic and see like, is it really possible? It's like I tell people, if you sign up, don't have the goal of going emerald the next month. That's not a realistic goal. But, maybe going emerald in a year, that's a pretty ambitious goal and one that can happen. So let's look at detailed. Let's bring it home here. We have 13 weeks for the contest. 3 are gone. So we need to kind of look at what we did the last 3 weeks. You guys are going to have to do that. There are 750 points to just attend Leaders Retreat. If you divide that by the 13 weeks, that means you need to earn an average of about 57 points per week. 58 if you round up. So you always want to look at your PV amounts first. If you're consistently just like in the 100 to 300 PV range, saying I'm going to get 2,500 PV that out of nowhere might not be a realistic goal. Okay, maybe push yourself to bump up to 500 PV for June, and then maybe, up to 1,000, okay? But these are the credits you will earn total during the 3 months of the contest. So I really encourage you guys to be in these middle 2 groups at the very least. 500 PV is where you should aim every month anyways. A majority of you guys are already there between 500 and 2,400 PV. I really want to challenge you to get up here, but at the same time, make sure you're flipping those customers, okay? Happy customers make amazing ambassadors and really can work out for you better in the long run because of the exponential growth. You need to make a list and track your weekly process. I, no joke, have a spreadsheet that I type in every person that joins my team that I get an email on. I track my points. I know you can track them in your back office, but I want to make sure they're correct. And I write down every person who sponsored them, their ambassador number, and the day they joined, and the level that they are. Okay? So I am serious when I want to win prizes. You don't have to do that, but I'm a detailed person. Let's look at these 2 examples here. Now, I told you most of you are between the 500 and the 2,400 PV mark. So let's look at example 1. This ambassador consistently gets 500 to 99 PV for the months of June, July, and August, the 3 months of the contest. That will give them 225 total credits towards Leaders Retreat. It takes 750 to grow. So you don't want to just get PV and not grow your team, because that's not really the point of the contest, especially Leaders Retreat. You're a leader. You have people to lead. So you need 525 more credits. Where is that going to come from? Well, it could come from customers or ambassadors. So if we divide this by the 13 weeks that we have from the beginning, that means you need 40.38 points per week, or 4.1 new ambassadors or customers per week. Okay, this is where I'm challenging you. All of you that are between the 599 PV, 999 PV, you can easily get 4 new customers or ambassadors per week. Easy. That's why I'm telling you, aim for that red circle in the beginning, those middle prizes, because I want to stretch you, I want to push you. If you're already getting 4 new ambassadors or customers, and remember, these are ambassadors in your first 4 levels, not just your own ambassadors. Challenge yourself to get more. Look at what you want. If you want to get the shopping spree, take how many points that is. Work out what is the deficit between your PV points and your goal points. Work out how many things you need per week. We're going to round up though, so even though this is on the low side and math tells us round down to 4, if we round down, we're going to be off in our math, and we're going to be short, and we're going to miss the mark. We don't want to miss the mark. We'd rather be over than under. So we're going to round up to 5. So a lot of the weeks we're really only going to need 4, but if we get 5, that's going to bump us up maybe to another prize. So we want to err on the side of caution than miscalculate. Okay, always err on the side of caution. Round that number up. Remember, happy customers make happy future ambassadors. If you're signing customers up, new customers, they should be flipped to an ambassador by August, especially if they're loving the products. Do not wait. flip them the next month before their order comes in. They've got great potential for you. Let's look at example 2. Now, there's a lot of you I see in my downline report when I pull your PV that have 1,000 to 24.99. If you get that PV between June, July, and August, you're going to get 450 credits. And I know you're thinking, well, I still need 300 credits, Jamie. Like, that's still a lot of points. It is if you look at that total number. If you break it down, you divide it by 13. Oops, I'm sorry. I did divide 300. I don't know why that says 525. When you divide it, it comes out to 23.08. That's per week. Each new customer, new ambassador is 10 points. So that is only 2.3 new ambassadors or customers per week. That is so doable. It's ridiculous. You all that are within this PV should be going to Leaders Retreat. So much so that you better be aiming for that red circle. That is like so doable for you. Push yourselves and go above the red circle. You're going to round up. Most weeks you're going to need just 2 people, but some weeks you're going to need 3. I keep a spreadsheet on my computer, like I said, but I also I handwrite my goals. I know what my PV is going to be each month. I know what my goal is, so I subtract them, and I have little boxes that I check off for every new customer, every new ambassador, and I have it by week. So I say like week 1, week 2, week 3. So that way, some weeks I'm going to have an amazing week, and I might have, 10 people join my team in my downline. Some weeks I might have a really slow week and only have 2. On those slow weeks, it's important to know it's not over. It's not. Encourage your team, pick it up, get back on it. That's why I have my check boxes, because some weeks I am way over what I need and I put them in the next week, so it's okay. So I want to challenge you. I want you to comment on this video. What is your big goal you're going to strive for? And tell me, how are you going to do this? I want to know the details of your plans. Tell me what are you needing each week? I want to know. So for me, I want to get the shopping spree. That is what I'm going to be aiming for. So remember, in our PowerPoint, we had I'm going to show it to you guys again. Share screen. If I'm wanting not the PowerPoint, that would be funny. If I want the shopping spree is 4,000 credits. Okay, I'm going to show you how I do this. Okay, let's say that I have my 1,000 PV every month. I'm using that because the majority of you are there. 1,000 PV every month earns you 150 credits times the 3 months. That's 450 credits. If I need 4,000, I'm going to subtract the 450. That leaves me at a deficit of 3,550 credits for those 13 weeks. If I divide it by 13, that means I need 273 credits per week. Now remember, each new customer, each new ambassador is worth 10. So that's really 27.3. Remember, round up. So 28 new customers or new people on my team per week. You can go even more detail and say, well, I want to know how many I need per day. Well, there's 7 days in a week. 3.9, so you round it up. That's about 4 new people or new customers per day. Some of you need that daily challenge. I need every day to do this, every day. Challenge yourself to do that. You guys, anybody can win this shopping spree. Anybody. It is not just the higher ups that earn it. Okay, if you're just starting in this business and you're thinking, wow, that's awesome, I could never do that. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Set your goal. Get it done. I believe in every single one of you. So I want you to comment on here, what's your big goal and how are you going to get it? What is your daily or weekly amount you need to shoot for? Thank you guys so much for joining. Cannot wait to see you guys in October in Dallas.